Hey everybody. So the purpose of my research project is to understand how the pandemic has impacted older adults living in skilled nursing facilities. So many of these older adults in skilled nursing facilities lack social engagement that they need, and many of them have occupational deprivation. And then the pandemic has only worsened this, and by understanding their current experiences, we can find different ways to help them and find effective solutions to the impact of the pandemic. So this study serves a market in which the demand exceeds the supply. By looking at the literature, we can see that social isolation has a negative impact on mental and physical health. However, COVID-19 has presented unique challenges. So it's made a lot of the things that already exist much worse, because the people that would have family members visiting them, a lot of them aren't allowed to have their family come visit them. And then some people already don't have family members that come and visit them. And so they're not allowed to interact with the other people in the skilled nursing facility as much. So this can cause a big host of issues. And so while there are obstacles to doing this, there's no insurmountable obstacles, and I plan to conduct surveys in the skilled nursing facility, and I'm actually in a level 2 at a skilled nursing facility, so it works out well because I plan to conduct the surveys there if they will allow that. And while skilled nursing facilities are primarily focused on keeping residents safe, their mental health isn't being addressed as much as it needs to be, and there's definitely a deficit there. And understandably, they're primarily focused on keeping residents safe, but a lot of residents aren't getting the social engagement that they need. And factors that limit real-world impact to the recipients include the sample size and the method of sampling. So due to the nature of this qualitative study and the time constraints to conduct the study, the sample size will likely be small and selected from a convenient sample method. However, qualitative data is needed to explore this topic because we know very little about the impact of the pandemic on older adults in skilled nursing facilities. And this study can identify particular areas that have impacted individuals' quality of life and occupational balance. And this can help provide direction moving forward and help identify gaps that OTs can help to fill and address. And this study will be affordable and low cost. The study is projected to not bear any costs that would not already be there. Any cost associated with the study would already occur and would not be impacted by the study, such as my transportation costs to go on site to the fieldwork rotation. I would already be traveling there, so I would just add it on to part of my day. I plan to conduct the interviews at Diversicare in Oak Ridge. That's where my fieldwork placement is currently. And as soon as I'm given permission, I plan to reach out to my level 2 supervisor for my second rotation to get permission and make sure it's a go. I plan to conduct the interviews as soon as I've gathered the research needed to create appropriate interview questions so that I know how to ask certain questions and what I need to be looking for. And I'm also gonna leave a lot of questions open-ended so that I can really gain their perspectives. To conduct the interviews, I will need a few supplies such as a cell phone with recording capabilities, a printer, paper, and a laptop. Luckily, I already have these because of grad school and just life. And I will make sure that the participants have not shown any signs of cognitive impairments by, consulting with the OT and making sure that they have went through the screening and all of that. And I will have the interviewees also sign an informed consent form. That's very important. And I will also put in there, that they will be recorded so that they're aware of that and that they're okay that I will be recording them on my cell phone and then later transcribing the interviews into text, so that I can then analyze the data to prepare for the coding and picking out themes. And I will conduct the interviews in a space large enough to accommodate social distancing so that I can sit at least 6 feet apart from each participant. I will be wearing a mask, of course. I want to keep everyone safe. And I'll also, try to make sure that not a lot of other people around that could hear, besides the OT. Just, if they wanted their answers to remain more private, I wouldn't conduct the interviews in like a common area. And I'm committed to providing the time and effort needed to make the study successful. This will partially satisfy long-term aspirations because this research can help OTs create solutions to the problems created by the pandemic. To create solutions to these problems, we need to know which problems to address. Since this is a novel virus, qualitative methods will help us gain valuable insight on how COVID has impacted older adults in skilled nursing facilities. To create effective interventions, we must first hear their voices. Overall, I've determined that this primary feasibility study supports my thesis project idea. From conducting this many modified feasibility studies, I learned that problems will likely arise during the study, but I must plan ahead for any roadblocks I could encounter. I plan to reach out to OTs working in skilled nursing facilities in case I'm not able to conduct my study at my level 2 placement. This way, if it is canceled, I will still be able to conduct my study. After reviewing and analyzing the information collected in this feasibility study, I've determined that this study is a go. Thank you.